Welcome, participants. Now we are not waiting for any other participant. We just going to start the session. Deepika ma'am, are you there? Deepika ma'am?
Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Ma'am, your voice is slow.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm very much
Shall
here.
we start, ma'am?
Yeah, please.
Okay, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen now. Gunjan ma'am? Gunjan ma'am, live streaming on. Okay, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. No. Good evening, ma'am and participants. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all to this 5 days basic workshop organized by Department of Business Administration in association with IQAC Cell of LSM Government PG College, Pithoragarh. Basically, Microsoft Excel is a very useful platform to enter and maintain research-ready data. Excel is fairly easy to learn and use. Researcher can use Excel, a simple statistical and plotting function, which help them to gain insight into the data. Here, by workshop, we try to give you a basic knowledge of MS Excel, which cover formatting of a worksheet, managing workbooks, editing of a workbook, working with form, menu, and introduction to chart to improve your data management creativity. Here, I take this opportunity to welcome our resource person, Dr. Deepika S. Joshi, Associate Professor, Department of Management Study, Geeta Ratan International Business School, Rohini, Delhi. Grade A accredited college by NAC, affiliated to IP University. She is PhD from Management, having MBA, MCA, and MA. Her area of expertise are HR and IT. She is serving academia since last 20 years and having more than 20 publications in different reputed international and national journal. She is author of 3 books and have 2 research scholar. She is a member of various reviewer board and editorial board of international and national journal and thesis evaluator of various universities. Besides being a management faculty, Dr. Deepika is a good enough in articulating her idea. She is also a passionate poetess in Hindi language. It is an honor and a privilege for us, ma'am, to have you with us today. I am sure we will be enriched by your knowledge. Now, session is over to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. If you allow me, can I click on my camera?
Yes,
can I
ma'am. You
turn
can
on my
share.
camera? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Just a very good evening to all present here. First of all, before starting the session, let me extend my gratitude towards the entire team of LSM Government PG College, Pithoragarh, Uttarakhand, for showing their trust on me and providing me this opportunity to share my skill with all the academic fraternity people here. See, we all are living in digital era, and no one can deny that most of our processes nowadays are being converted to digital form. But I think that there's one thing that is being observed that rather than appreciating and utilizing the technical solutions available with us in hand, we are always being dragged by the technological advancement. And I think that's not required. Most of the time, our research scholars, our students, and we all are actually focusing on the advancement in the technology, and we are trying to learn new technological solutions for our problems. But uh, I assure you that MS Excel is one such tool that gives us immense power to identify trends and organize and sort the data into meaningful categories, whereas it is not being exploited as it required to be. Uh, I'm prepared with the only 2 or 3 slides. Then straightway we'll be moving to the practical exposure to MS Excel, if you people allow me. Let me share my slide. Am I allowed to share my slides, ma'am? Garima ma'am, am I
Yes, ma'am.
allowed? Okay, ma'am. Hope I'm audible to all.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am.
This is just an introductory slide, and moving on to, I have 2 questions. What is MS Excel, and who all actually require MS Excel, and why do we require MS Excel to be learned or to be practiced actually? Hello, is there any disturbance, ma'am?
Hello.
Is it requested to mute yourself? Mute yourself.
As I said, that MS Excel is a software that helps us in analyzing the trend, sorting our data, arranging our data, and visualizing our data. As we all know that a single picture speaks louder than 100 words. And that's what we can do with the help of MS Excel charts. Now, who all are the people, those who require MS Excel, and why do they require MS Excel? All of us, we do require MS Excel. We do need to learn MS Excel, and we have different needs. Let's take the example of research scholars. We, most of us probably are guiding our research scholars for their thesis, for collecting the data, and our students are stuck the time when they are collecting the data in offline mode. Online mode is very much available. We have Survey Monkeys, we have Google Forms. Google Form is the easiest form of gathering the data, and once we have collected the data, we can download it in the form of Excel sheet. And if we are aware of the basic functions and the advanced functions of MS Excel, we have the liberty to extract the data and to convert the data into useful form. And it makes our work easy. You all will agree to this thing. So rather than wasting more of your time, let's unleash the power of MS Excel, and we'll be starting from the scratch. Let me open my Excel window. Though I'm using very old kind of version in MS Excel, it's 2007, because I thought that basic thing needs to be discussed in a basic platform. So this is my Excel screen. This is my ribbon. We have frequently used tools available here. I'm just showing the screen, and I'm just telling you about the elements we have on this screen. I'll be sharing a few lecture notes related to today's session in our group, in WhatsApp group. And those who have any kind of query, you are requested to please share your queries over the WhatsApp group only. That will be a bit easier for us to handle. This is my menu bar. I have multiple menus to work here. We have minimize, maximize, restore, and close button. We all know this GUI window. See, here we have book 1, Microsoft Excel. By default, we'll be having our first file with the name book 1. That is the default name. We can change the name. There's one more thing I have skipped probably. That is, why do we call MS Excel to be a spreadsheet package? I don't know whether you people are aware or not, but let me share with you all that we do call MS Excel to be a spreadsheet package because this spreadsheet word comes from spreads, and that talks about a book or a magazine which has facing pages, and that spreadsheet refers to a similar kind of magazine kind of layout. We have a big frame here. We have multiple rows and columns. Let me tell you, this is my name box. In case I'll see to this window, let me maximize the size of window for the ease of all. My cell is here and it refers to column name A, row number 1. And I'll be getting the name A1 here. In case if I would like to refer this cell with different name, let's say I would like to refer it with the name Deepika. I'll type Deepika in name box and then I need to press enter. Now, whenever you'll move to this cell, you'll find the name as Deepika. This side, we have a formula bar. See, by default, when spreadsheet packages started, we were having indirect mode of data entry. The time when we were studying, we have studied with the spreadsheet package named Lotus 123, wherein whenever we were typing anything on this cell, it used to appear here only, not here. But nowadays, what's the purpose of this formula bar? That in case if I'm writing any kind of formula and it shows me the result, say for example, I have written 56 plus 5, it shows me the result, but what is the formula behind this result is being shown in the formula bar. I hope I'm clear to all. In case if someone is having any doubt or you feel like that somehow, okay, please be loud. Okay. Ms. Divya, I guess now I'm audible. Okay, thank you. So let's start from referencing ideology. I'm talking about, referencing, yes. What is referencing? If I'm naming this cell as D1, it is known as relative referencing, and by default, this kind of referencing. Referencing means naming scheme. We have 3 kind of naming scheme in Excel. One is your relative referencing, another one is your mixed referencing, and third one is your absolute referencing. Let's take a small example. I have few fields: name, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, and then I have total. Now suppose if I'll consider this mark 1 belongs to specialization A, and similarly mark B belongs to specialization A, whereas mark 2 belongs to specialization B. And now I would like to calculate the total of A specialization and B specialization differently. Total of A, and here we have total of B. Obviously, for total of B, we don't require anything to be done because we have only one column here. But for total A, if I'm saying equals to, every formula starts in Excel with an equal sign, or we can also use plus sign, but most preferably we use equal sign. B2 plus D2, and we'll press enter, we'll get the result. What's the charm in doing it? In case if I'm quoting both the cell names, what's the importance of this relative referencing? It comes here. See, the time when I'm drawing this, dragging this formula to downward by putting my cell here, multiple mouse pointers. With this such kind of a mouse pointer, you can select the thing. You are in selecting mode. But with this kind of pointer, you can drag the thing. And I have dragged this formula. See, I'm getting different result for different cells, different rows. How come? Relative referencing worked here. We have B column, second row. And this is E column, second row. If we'll move downward, it means there is an increase in the row number. Are you getting me? Okay, Sanjeevni wants me to repeat. What do you want to get repeated? Are saying that yes, they are getting fine. As in when we are changing the row of our formula, automatically the cell references within that row gets changed. This was B2, here it becomes B3, here it becomes B4, and then B5. Same thing happens in case if I'll change or I'll drag this formula rightward. See what is happening now. There'll be no change in the row actually, but there'll be a change in the column because we have copied this formula from this side to this side. Is it clear? We can click on the AND corner and get the sum also. Why do we drag back when we can just click on the corner? Okay, fine. But probably, Neelu ma'am, you might be aware of this feature, but as we are working on the basics of MS Excel, there could be a possibility that we have people, those who are not very much aware of this feature. Or please don't be. See, this basic kind of thing is just because we'll be starting from the scratch, and we are considering all the people, those who are attending this session, are not very much equipped with the Excel knowledge. Sanjeevni, you want me to repeat the formula? See, I told you that formula starts with an equal sign. Again, I'm removing it. Every formula starts from equal sign. Then either you type the cell address, that is B2, then put a plus sign and then select B2 and press enter. You will get the result And as Neelu ma'am said, you can double click here and you'll get the results. You'll get all the results. Even if we are double clicking, see, the thing is, my motive of dragging and then showing was just to tell you that as and when you are copying one formula from one place to another place, according to the position of your formula, cell values within that formula gets changed. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I got your idea, Neelu ma'am. The only thing is that uh, uh, I've started this thing just because I was considering people to be totally novice to this domain. That was the only reason. Otherwise, thanks a lot for adding value to my presentation. And I would like all of you to please provide your inputs as well, because I'll also be learning from you people during this workshop. Okay, fine. This was our relative kind of referencing. Now, what is this absolute and mixed referencing? This is something tricky. Now, let's change it and let's consider this worksheet belongs to the employees, those who are working in an organization. And we have these people, those who are working. Now I know their date of joining, but I don't know as to how long they worked with us. Means I would like to know number of days. Can someone please tell me the idea as to how can we calculate the number of days a person worked with my organization if I'm aware of his or her joining date? Okay, let's see. I know that today is today's date. I've marked one column here, and we have joining dates for all the employees. Let's move it a bit far for the clarity. See, I have marked the joining date for each and every employee. Now the thing is that either I'll have to write today's date for each and every one, or otherwise, is there going to be any difference? Like we have the same today's date and writing the date of joining. Okay, fine. We have same date for today, whether it is Ram, Sita, Preena, or Meena. So rather than putting an entire column, what we'll be doing, we have one formula that is equals to now. And that shows you the present date. Though we have date and time, both things which are being reflected here, but we can format the cell and we can convert it into only date format. Let it be. We have kept equals to now function here. Now we have the same date for today for all the employees, and we would like to calculate days worked. how to do it. If I'll do, I know that present date minus joining date will provide me the number of working days. Is it what needs to be done? Do you agree? Present date minus, no. Then what it needs to be? Today date will be same, fine. Nilu ma'am is saying that probably I'm putting a wrong formula. Days cannot be in decimals. That I do agree. Don't worry. We'll work on that. That is happening just because we have time stamping as well in our today's date. Let's do one thing. Let's convert it into, we'll be formatting. We have format formula here, and now we'll be converting this formula to date format, wherein we'll be showing. And here, what is happening? Okay, let it be 0 decimals, decrease decimals. Now is it okay, Nilu ma'am? See, now what needs to be done, in case if I'll double click here, I'll be getting negative values. Why I'm getting negative values? Reason being, we have equals to F2 minus B2, and here automatically, because by default we have relative referencing kind of thing, our formula, the cell addresses in the formula are getting changed, and I'm getting a wrong value because we don't have anything here. It's a blank cell. Either I need to copy present date to downward columns, or otherwise I'll have to do something different. What's that? That is nothing but relative referencing. Sorry, mixed referencing. What I'll be doing here, I'll be freezing my cell, and I need to freeze it at the first instance only. Let's remove it and convert it. This is F column, okay, fine. And the row number is this. So what we'll be doing, we'll be putting a $sign in front of our row. It means we are freezing the row. Now, go to the corner and double click. You'll find proper values. Is it clear to all, or do I need to repeat anything? Okay, ma'am, we can use dative formula. What if we use dative formula? We can use dative formula. See, ma'am, functions are not being covered in today's session. We are not covering functions here. We'll be doing it in days to come. Okay, people want me to repeat it. Okay, fine, let's repeat it again. I said that we have joining date for all the people. Then we know that this is my present date. Okay, we have this present date, and now we would like to calculate days worked by each and every employee. What we'll be doing then? We have to put a formula equals to present date, but this present date needs to be freezed on row parameter. So what we'll be doing, we'll be putting a $sign in front of row number, and then the same thing is being repeated, F2 minus B2, and press enter. And here, double click. I hope it's clear now. Divya ma'am. Okay, fine. This was my mixed kind of referencing. But we have another kind of referencing that is known as absolute referencing. Most of the time we use absolute referencing when we work on data table. See, very interesting kind of example. We all have studied tables in our classes. 2, 3, oh, sorry, I'll have to change the date format as well. Let's move on to sheet 2. Now, in case if I want to freeze my column as well as row, reason being, probably I would like to pick the record of RE, the first person, or candidate 1, we can say, and I don't want the value of marks which are being reflected here to get changed. I have written candidate 1. And I want total of candidate 1 to be presented here. And it needs to be picked from that cell. From here. Sorry. In case if I'll be copying it here and putting it here, paste, I'll be getting a 0 result. Reason being, the sum is being copied. Okay, fine. Let's do one thing. Let's convert it into value then. I don't want to use the formula. If I'll copy it here and I'll paste it here, I'll get 131. But what if I'll change the value here? It's not being reflected in my formula. Reason, I don't have any formula. I have fixed the, I've placed the fixed value here. So this is the main reason why do I require formula to be placed so that relative referencing plays its role. And again, we have copied the value, not the cell mirroring. This is, have some problem. It's being reflected as hash value. There's an error. Reason being, whenever we would like to copy the data, we need to do like this, equals to, and then automatically it will pick the reference, that is sheet 2, exclamatory sign and E2. This is how do we refer one sheet to another sheet. By default, in one workbook, we call Excel file to be a workbook, and in a workbook, by default, we have 3 sheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. If you'd like to change the sequence of sheets, you can change it. If you'd like to rename them, you can Say, for example, either you double click and type the name, or otherwise you right click and select rename. Then in case if you'd like to shift the position of your sheets, you can do it by dragging it from one place to another place. How to rearrange the serial numbers? Serial numbers, okay, how to rearrange the serial numbers? Let's add one more serial number. I've marked different serial numbers and there's no sequence. Now I would like to arrange the serial numbers. Go to the sort and then smallest to largest. Automatically by default, Excel picks your first column for the sorting purpose. But in case if you want to sort your data on the basis of a specific column, you can do it with the help of custom sort. You just select on which particular field you would like to apply sorting. Say, for example, I've applied marks 1. I've applied sorting on marks 1. So smallest marks 23, then 43, then 46, then 54, then 65. This is how rearranging or arranging of data actually works in Excel. First, may check as to do we have any questions? Why was the dollar sign used? The dollar sign was used to freeze a particular attribute of the cell. See, the smallest element on my screen, this is known as a cell, and this cell name is actually the column name plus row number. For example, this cell is being referred to as E2. And in case if I would like to copy the formula from one place to another place, or if I would like to place any formula anywhere on my Excel sheet, and I don't want the cell reference to get changed, in that case, to freeze the column, I'll put a dollar sign in front of column name. If I would like to freeze row, I'll put a dollar sign in front of the numeral in cell name. Any other question means like related to the thing we are doing right now?
Ma'am, can you please repeat again? How did you copy pasted here on the next worksheet without
From one
having
sheet
that
to
error?
another sheet? That's very simple.
Right,
Just
right.
do one thing. Click equal sign and then go to sheet 2 directly by clicking on the tab and then click here and press enter.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay, it's clear. We don't have any questions now. Okay, moving on to next aspect. Probably I haven't covered that absolute referencing. Or had we covered it? Absolute reference?
Yes, ma'am, you have covered.
Okay, it has been covered. Fine. Okay. See, absolute referencing, I would like to give one example here for absolute referencing. I guess I haven't given you the example for absolute referencing. Suppose I have a few toys. And then category. Price after discount. And I have written here category 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. And here, for my own reference, I have created category 1 and category 2. Products which belong to category 1, they'll be given at 10% discount, whereas the products which belong to category B, they'll be getting 20% discount. But price after discount, probably we need to enter the cost price first. And I have written 450, 4, 235, 675, 544, and 66. Now, if I'll say equals to this minus this into this. What is this? Cost price minus the discount. And discount is cost ka 10%. Is it clear? It's not clear. Okay, fine. Again, I'm repeating. See, when I need to, okay, fine, let's do another way. Discount. We'll calculate discount here. And the discount for this product will be, because it belongs to category 1. Oops, sorry, I'll have to remove this percentage sign. Format cell, it needs to be in general. $454 into 10% equals to 45.4 rupees. This needs to be the discount amount. And when we are reducing this discount amount from the cost price, we'll get the price after discount. Now, is it clear? I'm repeating the formula. First, we need to calculate the discount, and we all know that for category 1, we have 10% discount on the products. So what we are doing, we are picking price, multiplying it by 10%, it means we'll be getting 45.4 as the 10% of this amount, and that this discount amount is being reduced from the cost price to get the price after discount. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. It's okay. Let's repeat it for next cell. Now, what will happen? We'll get a 0 here. Reason being, cell reference is being changed. This particular formula refers to A10, and we don't have anything here at A10. So this time, what we'll be doing, we'll be freezing our column by putting a $sign, and we'll be freezing our row by putting a $sign. And if we'll the formula, will we be getting the right results? Will not be getting right results. Reason being, we don't have category. We don't have 10% in category 2. For category 2, we'll have to select B column. Now, nothing needs to be done. Just click here and you'll get the results. This absolute kind of thing works whenever we have a same value and that needs not to be changed. neither the column nor the row. We don't want to change row number or column number, and we would like to carry the same value for all the columns or all the rows. Then we'll be freezing both rows and column. That is absolute referencing. How to do for the rest? Divya, I guess you've got it. Only on the basis of category 1 or category 2, you'll have to change the formula. Once you know, okay, fine, these are the values. And see, we all have learned as to how to sort the data on the basis of a particular column. You just do one thing, go for custom sort and sort by category and smallest to largest. Category 1 will be at the top and category 2 will be at the lower stage. And here you can change the formula for one cell only, and then you can drag it downwards. Okay, fine. So we have covered absolute referencing, mixed referencing, relative referencing. Then we have covered data sorting here, custom sort here. We came to know about the elements of our Excel screen, and then we have learned about the cell name box, formula box. We got to know about renaming the worksheets. We can also add worksheets here by clicking on this sign. Oh, somewhere I clicked probably. Just click here and sheets will be added. And by default, sheet's name will be sheet 4, sheet 5, sheet 6, sheet 7, and so on. In case if you have so many sheets and you think that I'm not being able to navigate among the sheets, इतनी सारी sheets हो गई हैं कि मैं एक sheet से दूसरी sheet पर नहीं जा सकता हूँ. In that case, you have these navigation buttons. You can use these navigation buttons. One more thing, Garima ma'am, I would like to request you in case if sure, I'll be providing notes for today's session. The only thing is in case yes ma'am.
Ma'am, we are sharing, we are going to share the recorded video.
Okay, fine.
Because we have a live streaming, we will share that.
Okay, everything is being shared then with the help of this YouTube link probably. One more thing, yes, I would like to ask ma'am, I don't know as to how many of the participants are students. Are they comfortable in English communication only, or they do they want a mixture kind of things? In case if there's anyone who, okay, fine, Aarti is saying that mixture will work. Fine, then I'll be using Hindi-English mix next time onwards. I'll be sharing the list of topics we have covered today. In case if anyone is having kind of doubt, no, sorry, I guess this was not being covered, or this needs to be repeated again, or this needs to be clarified again, please do revert on the group so that we can help. Yeah, this session recording will be shared by Garima ma'am. Kritika, don't worry.
Okay, ma'am.
So Garima ma'am, do we require to continue further, or okay, fine, I'll try to share the notes as well. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think we can wind up right now, and we will start at sharp 6 tomorrow. So I request all the participants to be on time.
Fine, ma'am, fine. And I would request all the participants to be mentally prepared for kind of exercises to be done. Please be ready with your laptops or your system, so that whenever I'm doing, I'm sharing the kind of functions and I'm telling you as to what needs to be done, you can do it at your end as well.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, sir.
Madam, a small request.
Yeah,
Please
sure.
use English language only, madam, because of.
Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. I've seen your name. That Dr. Rao is also sitting there. That's why I've
Sir.
asked it. Don't you worry. I'll use both the languages. No issues. Because I was more concerned about the students and the scholars. That's why I've asked it. I'll be repeating the entire instruction in both the languages. Don't
Okay,
you
ma'am.
worry
Thank
about
you.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. I also have a question.
Yes, Nilu ma'am. Tell me.
I just wanted to understand why you started with Windows 2007 because I guess if anybody wants to use in today's time, the Excel will not be this version, right? And you specifically mentioned it in the beginning that you're using the previous versions. So what is the what is your vision for this?
My vision behind it is that okay, fine, you might be having the latest version of MS Excel, but this is where I have started. Actually, I've started with 2007, and I'll be moving forward, and I'll be showing you the screenshots as well as the content of latest version gradually. This was the motive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No issues. Thank you so much,
Okay.
ma'am. It was wonderful hearing you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, Garima ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Deepika ma'am. And I hope our students, co-faculty members learn how to use Excel very well. And if you have any query and you want to something else from, do share in our WhatsApp group. We will look after everything, and we will going to share notes as well as the recording at the end of the workshop. I hope you all get clear, and I request you all to be on time from tomorrow onwards, so we can learn more and more from Deepika ma'am. Thank you, Deepika ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am.
and thank you, participants. Yes, Divya, we will try to give you practice exercises. And I request all to please fill the feedback form because